Hey guys, welcome to the adventures.
The winter driving season is here.
It's a topic we cover every single year, but honestly, you guys, you can't hear it enough. There is an entire playlist that we will link right up there, so that way you can go back and get different tips, tricks, and make sure you're educated and knowledgeable, so when winter weather happens, because it is, you're ready and prepared for it. And so we thought we would start out with this one about kind of thinking about it if a situation were to happen, if the truck would break down, because you guys know we're used to that.
Or you get stuck on the interstate for a couple days. It's
Or at a
happening right
truck
now
stop.
up in Pennsylvania.
But if any of you guys have been out like Iowa 80, any of that, you guys hear the trucker stories of truckers getting stuck for days at a time, and sometimes it is so much snow that you can't even run the truck because it's just buried. And so we've been caught times without power in cold weather. And what made me really think about this topic is today when we were driving up the coast in Orlando, it was 45 degrees this morning.
Boo!
And it was 29 degrees in Georgia.
Boo!
Yeah, that is incredibly low temperatures for those areas. It usually doesn't happen often, but it made me think, hey, it's time to put out that video. So to help protect ourselves in those kind of conditions, we always add more things to the truck, and we're very mindful during the season. So we add things like this.
So this guy, he comes in handy not only during a time of emergency, but whenever the truck's been sitting for 2 days and it's cold outside. Our foam mattress gets hard as a brick because it is just so
Frozen.
cold. So Angela will put this on there Saturday night whenever we get out. And that way when we get back in Tuesday morning, you plug it in while she's getting everything situated in the truck. It's starting to warm up the mattress so it's not so stiff and just, it's like you're laying on an ice block.
Yeah, and so he usually has to go right back to bed whenever we get in the truck, and so you can't sleep in a bed that's frozen. One, it's just not comfortable, and two, it's just too cold. And so, yeah, that 12-volt blanket is really helpful. And I will leave down in the description, we have an Amazon store to make it really easy for you guys. So I will go ahead and I will add some of these products to a winter weather shopping list to make it easy for you guys. Another thing that we add on the truck is a Mr. Buddy. And I know this is going to cause a bunch of controversy, but I'm not going to freeze to death. So
I would rather have it than not have it. If you were in a situation where the truck was inoperable and won't run, 12 volt may last you for a while until the batteries go dead. But if you use the Mr. Buddy in a reasonable manner, to use only in a highly ventilated area, but just use your common sense. If it's going to keep you from freezing to death, then I would rather have it than not have it.
Yeah, and if you don't feel comfortable with that, I also recommend getting like some hot hands, or they even make the hot pats, like patches that you can put on your back, the hot toast, things like that you can just throw in a small container, and it's really going to make a big difference if you're broke down and you just need to buy yourself 2, 3, 6 hours until you can get rescued. And then also food. And that's another thing that I add to the truck in the wintertime. I try to add things that don't necessarily have to be cooked as much. So I always put extra tuna packs on the truck. And then we usually carry like some chips or something like that, extra water, things like that. That way we stock the pantry, some instant mashed potatoes, rice, just some staple items that make it easier, because again, if you don't have power, you really don't want to be opening and closing the refrigerator, and you may not be able to cook food in the same manner that we typically would. And so that's kind of I guess creature comforts, I'll say.
Well, I mean, it's stuff that you're gonna need if you're in an emergency situation.
Yeah. And then so for the truck, some emergency situation things that you're gonna need for the truck. Right off, we always carry chains.
Yeah, our boss said, you go to Florida, why do you need chains? Well, it still snows in Maryland, West Virginia, sometimes maybe North Carolina. But I told him it's better to have them and not need them than to need them and not have them.
It's so true. And you can use these chains maybe if you just need to hook up to a trailer and the trailer is really heavy and you just can't get traction to hook and like bump underneath of that trailer. You can put the chains on and it's going to give you traction to hook your trailer. So that's a winter driving hack, especially when the lots get really slushy. it's something that we've had to do. And
we've also had to, when situations get that bad, we just have to find a place to park, just wait it out. We've done that on a few occasions. There's no package, there's no load that's more valuable than your life.
So true. Other things that you can do is like some kitty litter or sand, because there's times where even your steps on the side of your truck freeze and you step out on the ground and you're going to bust your rear. You can put some kitty litter down if you're having to get in and out of the truck. Things like that. It's going to help you get unstuck. And then also you're going to want to change your washer fluid over to colder washer fluid so it's not freezing on you. And then most importantly, make sure you're getting fuel that has been treated if you have to drive north. And you don't want it gelling up or freezing on you, because that can be a whole big other problem. So that's kind of how we, this week we're going to be preparing the truck for winterizing it. Cold weather has hit, and so again, I'm going to put this in the Amazon cart. What are some things that you guys do, maybe that we didn't mention? We always want to learn from everybody and also let other people learn from some of the things that you guys do. So comment below. One
other really, really important thing, the only thing that's between your truck and the road is your tires. If you don't have good tires, that's going to make for a very dangerous situation. So you make sure you take care of your tires, make sure you watch your tires, check the tire depth, make sure you got plenty of tread on them babies if you're going to be in the snow.
And air pressure, even just checking the air pressure, because the air pressure will go up and down in the cold weathers. I know it really fluctuates for us a good bit because we go from hot and cold, such dramatic temperatures every day. And so yeah, good last tip. You guys be safe and enjoy the adventures.
Bye.